Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and it is mail day, my dudes! Okay, so I'm getting back into the TCG for the first time in like 13 years or something like that. And yesterday was July 4th, so there was no mail yesterday. So all of my mail from yesterday and today came in today. And this is what it looks like when you buy cards. they a bunch of different people who have the cards will ship them to you from one website. So I've already opened, because I wanted to get sleeves, which I did. Here are, I bought Miracle Fusion sleeves from Konami. Apparently these are low quality, so if these start to bend or something, I'm going to buy some Dragon sleeves or whatever. But I wanted to at least try them. They were cheap, it's no big deal. And for my deck box, I have a skyscraper deck box with the little hero symbol at the top. Little divider for my main and extra. Pretty cool. And because I was talking with someone about... Oh, I also got this. Here's my binder. I don't know if you can tell, it's basically every original Elemental Hero Fusion on there. Okay, and then I had a discussion with the card shop guys about sleeves, so I had to unsleeve one of my cards. So here is one card that I opened from a random package without checking. So here's my copy of Cross Sheet, which is going in my extra deck. So, cool. Let's go ahead and let's get started. All right. I don't know what's arrived. I know that my 3 copies of the Crimson King structure deck have not arrived yet because the none of these packages are big enough. That's all I know. Okay, so we got a little thing here. Open this up. And we have, ooh, good first set of cards to open for my unboxing video. One copy of Nightmare Throne. This is the Yubel Field spell. And it reads, when this card is activated, you can take one Fiend monster with 0 attack from your deck and either add it to your hand or destroy it. So this is an excellent card. I only got 1 copy from this vendor. So the other 2 must be in here somewhere, I'm guessing. Better be. Very, very good card, but pretty rare, so had to buy them from different people. Next up, I have 1 copy of Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, and this is the alternate art copy of Appaloosa. So this is Appaloosa, Link 4. She gains 800 attack points for each material used to make her, and you can reduce her attack points by 800 permanently to negate a monster effect. You don't destroy the monster, but that's it. Next up, we have 1 copy of Samsara D. Lotus. Again, this is a card I got 3 of, so I don't know where the other 2 copies of it are. I'm gonna have to start looking. But it's a good card for Yubel decks. It's gonna let me prevent my make my Yubel be destroyed by my opponent. And then lastly, we have Unchained Soul of Anguish. This is a card I only got 1 of, and it allows me to use my opponent's monsters as link material. So, pretty nice. Let's go ahead and sleeve these up. I should have gotten a knife. My desk is a total mess right now, by the way. You guys can't see my desk, but it looks awful. Okay. Let's put this cross sheet in here first. one Cross Sheep. There we go. Then sleeve up this Unchained Soul of Anguish right there in my extra deck. Beautiful. For my main deck, one copy of Samsara D. Lotus. Third card in my 15-card extra, Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. Beautiful. And then one copy of Nightmare Throne. And we're already 6 minutes into the video. I've got so many more of these to open. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Let's see here. I'm actually opening for 2 decks, by the way, so that's part of the reason why there's so many cards. Let's see. Fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. There's quite a few cards in here. This must have been one of my main vendors. Try and get this open. It's like a box sleeve. It's been sealed with tape. So 1 second. I'm not prepared for this at all, by the way. Doing this completely blind. So I hope you guys are having fun, because I'm having a ton of fun. I love opening cards. It's the best part of playing the game. Okay. Come on. For those of you that are expecting an SP Little Knight, by the way, I am not that rich. So, maybe once I get some YouTube money. But for right now, no. Alright. That is a thick pack of cards. Let's take a look here. We have the Dark Charmer Gloomy. This is a Link 2 that requires at least 1 Dark Monster, and it lets you special summon a Dark Monster from your opponent's graveyard to a zone that Dark points to. Very useful with all the Bestials running around. Really good for getting some easy Link 3s, or for stealing a monster that has a good effect, like, for example, I think there's there's at least one good Kashtira monster. Ooh, okay. So next up we have our Super Dreadnought Cannon Gustav Max. This is a rank 10, so it's an easy way to get lethal with Yubel. Allows you to use 2 Yubels to deal 2,000 damage directly to your opponent. If your opponent's paying life points, or if you've managed to activate some card effects, maybe you weren't able to get lethal in the battle phase, you go into the main phase 2, and you can just make your cannon and blast your opponent. Next up, we finally have one of our 3 ofs in one box. So 3 copies of Opening of the Spirit Gates, which is a continuous spell that just came to Duel Links. When this card is activated, add 1 Uriah, Raviel, or Haman card, or a monster specifically listing those cards in its text from your deck to your hand, which we're going to use to get Dark Beckoning Beast. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card to special summon a Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from your graveyard, which is any Yubel card. So that's how we use it. Just get Yubel back. Definitely a card worth having 3 of. Love cards that let me discard. Putting cards in the graveyard is very valuable. Beautiful. Moving on. Let's see. Another package. This one is from Raleigh, North Carolina. And what we got here? We have, this is not in a sleeve. Oh, yes, it is. Just barely. Just one card, I guess. But it's a doozy of a card that you guys will all be familiar with. 1 for 1. And it actually came in the other sleeve that I got. So it's good to get an extra copy of this Witchcrafter sleeve. It's kind of funny that they chose that one because I bought those for my other deck. Alright, 1 for 1. This is an easy way to get what's my target? I believe it's Samsara D Lotus, but let me make sure. Yeah, Samsara D Lotus. Easy way to get Samsara D Lotus on the field. So just discard a card. Discard a monster to summon a level 1 monster from your deck. Excellent. Limited to 1 for a good reason, but 1 copy is all you need. Alright. Now we have, where's this from? Pomona, California. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like a one of. That's fine. Muckracker from the Underworld. This is a card that I actually got 2 of. I ordered 2 because I just was replacing the SP Little Knight in the list because I wasn't going to pay $90 for 1 card. I paid significantly close to that for some cards, but not quite that much. Just needed to save a little bit. But Muckracker for the Underworld as a 2 of is fine, I think. This card, for those of you that don't know, is a Link to Fiend monster, and it allows you to discard a card to special summon a Fiend monster from your graveyard, but it can't be used as link material the turn you use it to link. The turn it's been link summoned. So it's an interesting card, difficult to use. But any card that can get back some of my Yubels is nice. All right, now we have Norcross, Georgia. Very nice of them to send me a card. What we got here? Ah, it's another card. Very funny that all the cards I've opened so far have been for this Yubel deck. I was expecting more the other deck, at least by now. But this is a card that I have been waiting for. 1 copy of Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, which is a great way to get an Unchained monster from your deck. And currently, the Unchained monster that we are playing is Sharvera, which is limited to 1, but easy way to get it to the board with this Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, which can special summon it from the deck. Okay. This is a much bigger box, so I'm thinking there will be some good cards in here. Let's see what we got. Ah! Finally! The other deck that I'm building, Red Dragon Archfiend. Let's take a look at some of these cards. So, we have the Big Daddy Destroyer himself, Bestial Dispotter. This is a level 10 Dark Dragon Synchro monster that can return a monster that has been banished to the deck. And if it is your monster, then you get to destroy a card your opponent controls that activated an effect. If it is your opponent's monster, then you get to negate the effect instead. And Bestial Dispotter can also special summon a monster that's been banished. Pretty nice. This is from Reading, Pennsylvania. What we got? Well, this is quite a few cards here, or at least it's a big box. Oh, give it to me, give it to me. Thank you. It's not a unboxing for a new player without some staples. You guys ready for some staples, some cringe? You guys ready to cringe at my my annoying choices for cards that you've seen a million times. We have Infinite Impermanence. Can be played from the hand if you control no cards. Target a monster on the field and negate its effects until the end of the turn. 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, which is what I'm using for my deck. I believe that the Resonator deck is playing 3. And then Yubel Terror Incarnate. Finally we get to a Yubel card. Proper. Alright, Yubel Terror Incarnate, of course, can special summon itself off of Yubel. And it destroys all cards the opponent controls, or destroys all monsters in the field other than itself during the end phase. But the primary reason that you play it is because Nightmare Throne can special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. There we go. This is how the main deck is looking so far. Pretty decent stacked cards there. And this is the extra. So we're getting there. Still got a ways to go. Where is this from? Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. It'd be nice if there was like one card shop that just had everything you wanted, but that's never going to be the case. There we go. There we go. He sent me one-piece card sleeves. Very, very kind of him. I'm glad that I have some one-piece card sleeves. And let's pop this bad boy open. And we have our 1 copy of Yubel, the original Yubel. Spirit of Yubel is the card that you're going to play most of, because that's the card that can special summon itself and has the most interactions and is the most powerful overall. But you do want 1 copy of Yubel to kind of allow you to summon off of the spirit. Get this in a Miracle Fusion sleeve here. Perfect. Moving on. This is from Starkville, Mississippi. Salamangreat Al Mirage. This is a great card to get your Grave Squirmers or any other 0 attack monster that you normal summoned off your board. Generally useful card to have in any deck with a low cost monster or with low attack monsters. Ooh, I like this sleeve. It's like the key from Zexcellence, clear. I don't think clear sleeves. I think clear sleeves are a good idea, but it's good. It's a cool sleeve. All right. Sleeve this bad boy up. Moving on. Schenectady, New York. What we got? There we go. One more copy of Samsara D Lotus. So apparently I had to order Samsara D Lotus from 3 different vendors. That's annoying. Well, that's a lot of shipping that I just paid, but it's how it is when you are trying to get cards that everyone wants. this is from AT&T. So that's not related at all. There we go. Pueblo, West Colorado. Okay. Finally. Get jealous, chat. This is what I'm talking about. We got ourselves 3 beautiful Ghost, Ogre, and Snow Rabbits. Because we are Yubel deck. We don't need many cards at all. We got tons of 1-card starters, so we're going to play a ton of hand traps. Ghost Ogre, of course, is when a monster activates its effect, or sorry, when a card activates its effect while it's already on the field, you can destroy that card. It does not negate the effect, but destroys the card, which can be very detrimental to a lot of effects. And that is there a smudge on this card? There is. It's annoying. Well, let's make sure it doesn't get any worse. There we go. All right, a few more here. A big one right here from Raleigh again. Ooh, this is a lot. Huh. That's a okay. Here we go. I bet this is where all the Resonator cards went. Let's see here. We got if I can get this out. Impressive that this store had so many of the cards that I wanted all by itself. Good for them. There we go. All like this. Okay, here we go. So we have one more copy of Infinite Impermanence. Next up, we have 3 copies of Nightmare Pain. Nightmare Pain is a search card for Yubel that also causes any Yubel monster to inflict damage to the opponent if they attack into a monster. So, Yubel normally only deals damage to the opponent if it is attacked. Nightmare Pain allows you to basically use Yubel as if every version of Yubel was Ultimate Nightmare, which is very nice. So, fantastic. 3 copies of that. I believe the Imperm is for my Resonator deck. I'll have to check the list. I don't remember which one of them was running 3 Imperms off the top of my head. Next up, 3 copies of the Bestial Lubellion. This is absolutely a Resonator card. Discard it, search for any Bestial monster and add it to your hand. And then while it's in the graveyard, you contribute a level 6 or higher dragon monster to special summon it. And then you can place a branded spell or trap from your deck onto the field. Excellent. Then, it took her a while to show up, but here you go, chat. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. Discard to negate the summoning from the deck or the searching of the deck, something like that. I'm going to put 3 copies of this in both of my decks. So, don't worry about that. For right now, we're putting it in Yubel. There we go. All right, next up is from Weehawken, New Jersey. What we got from New Jersey? More Resonator cards. Here we go. hope you guys are having a good week and getting ready for the weekend. I know I am. Now that it's finally over. If I could just open this tape. My hands are like covered in tape at this point, so it's really actually kind of hard for me to get any sort of grip. Gosh. Come on, get open. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me struggle. That's what this is all about. Now I will have a deck profile for these two decks once they are complete. They're not complete yet. I haven't gotten all the cards yet, so I'm expecting that to happen over the next week or so. But you know, I might do another unboxing video once everything else shows up, because it depends on whether people like this one or not. But I just couldn't resist. This is okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. We got 3. Count them. 3 bad boys of the Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper. This is a level 5 Fiend monster. If there is a card in a field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand, which there won't be, so this is not a relevant effect. You can discard this card to add 1 level 3 or lower Fiend type tuner from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from your X deck for the rest of the turn except fusion or synchro monsters. So this card is literally just draw a Resonator. It's insane. This card is great. It's a level 5, so if you want to use it for something, then you can, and then it's also just draw a Resonator. So, fantastic card. Definitely play it at 3 along with Resonator Call, just to get you more consistency for your Resonators. All right. That took way too long. Next up is Hutchinson Island, Florida. And this is white. It is a synchro card. Ooh. It's a synchro card that you guys will all be familiar with. My good buddy Void Ogre Dragon. Void Ogre Dragon. If you have no cards in your hand, once per turn, you can negate the activation of a spell or trap and destroy it. Excellent option to have, especially with all those cringe Yubel decks running around that play a bunch of spells. So I'm sure that when the matchup between these two decks happen, Void Ogre Dragon is going to be the primary card used from that extra deck. Only 1 copy. I believe I got 2, but I don't remember. Next up is Lake Havasu City, Arizona. I don't know why all these places have 2 words or more in their name. When I was a kid, cities only had 1 word in their name. Frazzle. Okay. Alright. I just got lucky with all the Yubel cards at the start. Got some good Resonator cards now. Take a look here. Obsessive Uvula. This is a card that allows you to special summon a synchro monster that has been banished, which is actually very, very good for Resonators in particular. It is a fiend for some reason, even though it's not dark and it doesn't really have any like other synergy with Resonators. But people have played it in RDA for a long time just because it is a fiend type tuner that has some very useful effects for recycling synchro monsters and itself. So it's a good one of, I think there's a way to search it. Or if you mill it, then it's not. If you mill it, then it's a good card as well. Okay, next up is Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Salt Lake City, Utah. I don't know how. Why are there 2 return addresses there? That's weird. Ah! Cha-ching, the money card. What are we doing with that Bestial Rebellion that we opened? We're getting Bestial Magnemite, which is limited 1 for some reason, even though you have a 3 of that can search it. Bestial Magnemite, at the end of your turn, draw any dragon monster you want. Absolutely crazy. What an insane card. Glad to have it, and I think that's the only card in there. Yep. That's fine. And that appears to be it for this unboxing video, chat. So we got some good Resonator cards. We got basically about half the Yubel deck. Yeah, so look forward to next week. Primarily, the reason why I don't have a whole lot of Resonator cards yet is because I'm waiting for the Curse of the Crimson King structure deck that I ordered 3 of. So that's going to have all my Resonators. It's going to have most of my extra deck. You know, that's going to be the primary bulk of the Resonator deck, except for the Bestials and the hand traps. And then Yubel, I still need Effect Veiler. I still need Ghost Warner. Yes, I'm playing that many hand traps. I still need Spirit of Yubel. I still need the Fusion Monster. And I still need 2 copies of Nightmare Throne. That's a big one. I only have 1 copy of this card. I need 3. So Gravestormer is another card that's coming. So just keep an eye out. I will pull the full deck profile when I have everything. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.